How's it going, everyone? Got quite a bit to talk about in this video. Another interesting trademark by Square Enix, and whenever Square Enix trademarks something, I definitely think that people look at that pretty heavily, especially because I think that's how Valkyrie Elysium got outed, or a new Valkyrie title, so we'll talk about that. A new RPG coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 on May 11th, that being Source of Madness, and a really cool shoot-'em-up style game, Swordship. This is a game that just came on my radar. It'll be dropping in September on PS5 and PS4. We'll talk that at the end of the video. Super stylish game, but more on that at the end. Alright, first up, Square Enix and them trademark Square Enix and bringing back some old IPs and franchise. Well, Square Enix has trademarked Tactics Ogre Reborn in Japan. Now, Tactics Ogre probably isn't the most well-known IP from Square Enix. Personally speaking, a little bit before my time, I do remember the original Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. That game was pretty expensive on PlayStation 1. It still might be. I have the PlayStation Portable remake of Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. It was a remake released on the PSP. I played that version, and I enjoyed it. I'm not big into tactical JRPGs, but I thought Tactics Ogre was pretty enjoyable, and it had a pretty cool art style as well. Another IP that I think can resonate with people, and I kind of like this balance that Square Enix is striking up, where they're bringing in some old franchises, Valkyrie Elysium we're getting, a new Valkyrie title, Chrono Cross just got a remaster, some mixed reception towards that thus far, but then you've also got titles such as Field Chronicles, a brand new IP, and then if they bring back Tactics Ogre, I think the Japanese JRPG side of Square Enix has been relatively strong over the last few years. Some of their Western IPs don't always become slam dunks, but I think, hopefully Valkyrie Elysium turns out good. I'm really excited for Field Chronicle. I'm hoping that turns out pretty well. And then, of course, you've got the heavy hitters still looming. You've got FF7 Remake Part 2 whenever that drops. Final Fantasy 16, they can get back into Kingdom Hearts whenever. So those are the IPs that, are always going to be at the helm of Square Enix, but I like them cultivating a solid kind of, undercard, so to speak, as far as, their JRPG repertoire goes, and I think they've been relatively consistent with that. Again, and this year, Valkyrie Elysium, 2022 title, Field Chronicle, 2022 title, Chrono Cross just came out. Tactics Ogre Reborn, we still gotta see what comes of that. If that does end up being a brand new title, I would imagine it would probably be a remake of the style of Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition, because it looks like that game commercially is gonna perform pretty well. There seems to be a healthy level of buzz in it, and I don't know what the undertaking was of actually releasing it, but it can't be at the level of, creating a brand new game, so, Tactics Ogre probably not as big as Chrono. I don't think that's a stretch in saying that, but I also think it could be a title that some people will check out. We'll see if that does come to fruition. That was filed on March 31st, and it was made public on April the 7th yesterday, so again, we'll see how that turns out. Alright, next up, an RPG we know that's coming relatively soon. On May 11th, we'll have the side-scrolling roguelite action RPG in Source of Madness. Really slick art style with this game. A Lovecraftian action RPG, currently in early access on PC. Very positive reception towards this one. 246 user reviews, 89% of those reviews are positive. The game notes Source of Madness is a side-scrolling, dark action roguelite set in a twisted Lovecraftian-inspired world powered by procedural generation and AI machine learning. Take on the role of a new acolyte as they embark on a nightmarish odyssey. Again, slick, darker presentation here. It notes deep gameplay systems, explosive close combat magic, labyrinth environmental exploration, powerful loot management, and a skill tree filled with abilities, classes, and spells. Ever-changing landscapes are included as well, rendered in beautiful AI-assisted art style. The fascinating world of the Loam Lands reveal a deep arcane lore as players uncover its many secrets. So again, that's in early access right now. It's been in early access since September of last year on PC, but it will be seeing its full release on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. So that's, just a little over a month away. So again, that's kind of how these things work now, where I did our video looking at games upcoming in May, but then a game like this gets announced, and then quick turnaround into actually seeing its full release. Hey, I'm all for that. I like when games have these quick turnarounds when they, get their release date confirmed and then they're out, a month later. That's something that I can get behind. In this case, it's been in early access for a little bit, so it's understandable as well. Lastly, this is a game that really just came on my radar, and that is Swordship. Now, there's a demo available on PC, so you can check that out, but this is a super stylish, I guess, shoot-'em-up-like type of game, visually really popping, in my opinion. And the game notes, what does a shoot-'em-up look like if you remove the shooting? It looks like Swordship, an intense dodging game where placement is everything. Sharpen your skills because this dodge-'em-up you are looking for. The game notes, dodge attacks to survive and trick your enemies into killing each other. Steal containers and deliver them to upgrade your ship or improve your score. No shooting, but all action. The game notes, guns are cool, but they are bulky and heavy. The Swordship doesn't have any, and that's part of what makes it so light and maneuverable. Ship variant, collect power boosting components, and experiment with different playstyles in your runs. Upgrade, exchange stolen containers for passive upgrades that fit the situation and your playstyle. Learn to master the different weather conditions to get through the randomly generated levels. Again, Swordship is scheduled for release sometime in September, but super stylish game. I don't think I knew about it prior to this. Look, I'm consuming so much gaming information and looking up so many games and learning about so many new games that, sometimes they get lost in the shuffle in my memory, but this one looks pretty cool. I'll definitely keep this one on my radar. Again, scheduled for a release September 22, coming to all major platforms, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and then Steam and Nintendo Switch, so you can be on the lookout for that come September. But that is going to do it for me. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts on Tactics Ogre, the potential of a new Tactics Ogre. Would that get your level of excitement like a Chrono Cross did? That Chrono Cross seemed to be super, hitting to JRPG fans, just because that was a game that's super iconic, and even if you never played it, you probably at least heard about Chrono Cross, given that Chrono Trigger is also considered one of the most iconic games of all time, and then Chrono Cross, of course. I don't know if we'll ever get another Chrono title. I just don't think that's going to happen. I believe Chrono Break was a thing that they were thinking about, but nonetheless, hopefully Tactics Ogre does make a comeback, a Tactics Ogre Reborn, Remaster, whatever they want to do in the style of the Chrono Cross upgrade. The Radical Dreamers Edition, I think, can be pretty solid. Source of Madness dropping May 11th for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. And Swordship looking like a pretty interesting game. A shoot-'em-up without any guns, more of a dodge-em-up. But that's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.